Coming up on Mountain News at 6, a Laurel County restaurant that has been a staple within the community for the last 7 decades is closing its doors. And officials in Whitley County are looking to help support one of their own fighting cancer.
And snow showers continue as we start the weekend. Your first alert forecast coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Olivia Calfee. A longtime Laurel County restaurant is closing its doors. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how the community has embraced their last days.
The Dairy Dart Kitchen has stayed busy this week. The phones keep ringing and a steady line awaits. Several folks are trying to get their last sit-down experience at the restaurant.
My first trip to Dairy Dart was the drive-in down the street from here in 1969. The food is still good, the people are still good, and it's still good service.
The Dairy Dart was established in 1953. It has gone through a few different looks, but kept serving Laurel Countyans.
I can't say enough about Dairy Dart, and I hate to see it close as well.
Everybody in the community is talking about it. No one wants them to close.
The owners have stuck around for years as well. 3 of them decided to retire.
We're just ready to retire, you know, and it's a good time for us, you know. We're still going out busy, and it is bittersweet.
Hensley says they are glad the community has showed support for them.
Yeah, it's been overwhelming, surprisingly, but we were grateful too, and thankful that so many people wanted to come.
Dairy Dart's legacy will carry on. In London, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Co-owner Shane Hensley says he plans to have a food truck to continue serving Laurel Countyans. He says they are still working on when it will open. Troopers with KSP Post 13 are investigating a situation where a Perry County woman has went missing. 56-year-old Melissa Toller Collett of Hazard is described as a white female standing 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighing 110 pounds. She has brown and gray hair with blue eyes. Collett was last seen around her home on Kentucky 80 about a month ago. If you have any information about where Collett may be, you were asked to contact KSP Post 13 at 606-435-6069. A Floyd County man is behind bars after police say they found him in possession of thousands of files of suspected child porn. A detective with Prestonsburg PD was tipped off about the case by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. A search warrant was then issued for the man's subscriber information and his home. 38-year-old Avery Newsom of Grethel was taken to the Floyd County Jail. A McCreary County man is behind bars after police found him with drugs. With the help of a deputy K-9, police with the McCreary County Sheriff's Office were able to bring 40-year-old Timothy Reidner of Pine Knot into custody. Reidner faces multiple charges, including possession of a controlled substance. He was taken to the Knox County Detention Center. One Southern Kentucky Sheriff's Office is asking for help finding a suspected stolen trailer. Deputies with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office say a 5x10 utility trailer was last seen on Arthur Ridge Road about 4 miles from London. Deputies with the Sheriff's Office say if you see the trailer, you are asked to contact the office at 606-864-6600.
We are tracking some snow showers in some areas of wintry mix as we go into your Friday evening. Here's a live look at First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, and as you can see, the radar looks like a Christmas tree on this Friday as we're tracking some different colors down here, zooming into some areas of wintry mix. Also some snow showers from Clay County into portions of Leslie County as well. Also over into Perry County, mostly light rain as we go into Floyd County, also Johnson County, and some more light to moderate snow showers for the higher elevations of southwest Virginia, also southeast Kentucky. As you go up in elevation, watching out for a few light snow showers at this hour. Here's a live look from the WYMT studio, and as you can see, a few snowflakes back in the distance, but that current temperature is above freezing at 34 degrees, so we are not expecting any big impacts, as we do stay above freezing in the middle to upper 30s, down to 36 for Jackson, 37 for Manchester, also Harlan, and below freezing over in southwest Virginia. So possibly a little bit of a coating or a light dusting, especially in those higher elevations, as more off and on snow showers are possible. Those temperatures fall into the middle and lower 30s as you wake up and start the weekend. More spotty snow showers tomorrow, and then a nice forecast on the way for New Year's Eve on Sunday. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Cameron. Officials in Whitley County are looking to help support one of their own fighting cancer. WYMT's RJ Johnson has more.
Whitley County EMS Director Amanda Jackson is battling breast cancer for the second time.
It's been hard. It's been hard for everybody. It was a shock for everybody when she was diagnosed. And it's something that's been hard for everyone to deal with, not nearly as hard as it has been for her and her family.
Whitley County Fiscal Court Projects Director Ashley Owens says they want to help support Jackson.
She's been our EMS director for the last year, a little over a year, and she's not just our employee, she's our friend. She's a great person, and we wanted to do something to show her that we support her and that the community supports her.
Corbin Fire Public Information Officer Nathan Kirby says they are also feeling the impact with Jackson's husband being a part of the department.
So everyone loves Amanda. She's a great person to work with and to be around if you've ever met her. She's just got great energy. Her husband is the battalion chief at Corbin Fire Department, and so it also impacts us and it impacts him. So we're showing our full support.
So they're hosting a benefit night to help raise money for Jackson and her family to let them know that they aren't alone.
I don't think that there's anybody in our community that hasn't been touched by cancer one way or the other, whether it's a friend or family member. And so we just wanted to show Amanda and Chad that they're not alone.
Kirby says it's not easy having to miss work.
So when it's a spouse that you're having to take care of, you do end up missing a lot of work. And so we want to help support them as much as we can. Fire, EMS, police, we're all just one big first responder family, and we take care of each other.
Owen says they're working together to help Jackson during this difficult time. In Corbin, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Doors open for the event at 5 p.m. on January 6th at the Corbin Arena. For more information on how to donate and attend, you can find this story on our website. Jails across Kentucky are installing new technology to monitor inmates' health. The Lexington Herald Leader reports the contact-free system uses radar technology to monitor patients' vital signs. Developers say the goal is to help detention centers respond to medical emergencies. The sensor mounted to the wall or ceiling sends data about the inmate's vital signs to a screen monitored by jail staff. It'll turn from green to yellow or red if something is wrong. Agriculture Commissioner-elect Jonathan Schell has found his right-hand man. Schell announced Warren Beeler as Deputy Commissioner of Agriculture earlier today. Beeler is from Grayson County in the western part of the state. He formerly served as Agriculture Policy Director under the administrations of Matt Bevin and Andy Bashir. Schell also announced the hiring of multiple senior team members. You can find out who on our website, WYMT.com. Newly elected constitutional officers will be sworn in next Tuesday in Frankfort. The ceremonial swearing in will be at 10 a.m. Some of the officers being sworn in include 39th State Treasurer Mark Metcalf and 48th Auditor of Public Accounts and Eastern Kentucky native Allison Ball. There will be remarks from both Speaker of the Kentucky House of Representatives David Osborne and Kentucky Senate President Robert Stivers. We have more about this at WYMT.com. More than $5 million in community development block grants are being awarded to areas in Southwest Virginia. More than $983,000 will be allocated to Lee County for a water line replacement project. $3 million will be going toward a water system project in Wise County, while $1.2 million will be used for the East Stone Comprehensive Utility System Improvements Project. As we are just a few days away from the new year, law enforcement agencies across Kentucky are going to be paying extra attention to people driving impaired. Lieutenant Jason Bruner with Georgetown Police says if you are planning on going to a bar or a party for New Year's Eve, there are some tips for you to celebrate in a fun but safe way. He says to have a designated driver established or use a rideshare service. Always have a buddy with you and to never leave your drink unattended.
We want people to celebrate the incoming new year. Our biggest goal is that people do it safely and that people keep in mind that because they're out partying doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else is.
Police say their biggest message is that whatever decision you make can have a huge impact on someone else.
Well, the forecast remains wintry as we start the weekend, but a fantastic New Year's Eve is on the way. Those details coming up. Plus,
dogs in Pike County are looking for a home as one donor pays the adoption fee for several of them from the animal shelter.